Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about something that I feel like I'm ready to talk about. I did make a video before. It was like really intense to watch. My cousin was actually like, take that video down, like that was insane. Like you look like you're not ready, obviously, and I'm over here trying to give you guys advice of like how to get rid of it, but I feel like I can talk about it now, so let's get into it. So we're going to talk about breakups. I was actually, I don't know if I mentioned it before. I think I did in like a random video, like a talk through, that I was in a 7-year relationship and I broke up about 3 years ago. We broke up. I think it's going to be 4 actually. So it's been a little bit of a while, but I feel like that was like my first love. So for me, it was like super hard to like understand the fact that it was completely over. It took me a really long time. In the beginning, I kind of like rushed into it and I started dating this guy right after, like literally right after I started dating this guy, and to see if I can like maybe get my mind off things. It did for a little bit. But then like when this guy turned out to be a douchebag, I just like, honestly, it was like not even the right thing to do. That's why I always feel like it's so important now that I've gone through all this. I feel like it's so important to just be single for a little bit. You need to cry, you need to let it out, you need to be like upset for a little bit. It's okay to just let it all out, because I feel like I didn't do that, and like I started, everything that this other guy did, it just like reminded me of my ex-boyfriend. Like it was really hard because he would like I don't know, just like everything that he would do, I would just like, every single thing he would do, it would just like make me want to compare, is the right word. So I would always compare and be like, well, my ex-boyfriend wouldn't do this, or like my ex-boyfriend wouldn't do this. But I feel like it was just not right. Obviously this guy was a total douchebag, so obviously I feel like it's not good to compare the other person, and it's obviously going to be different because I was in this relationship for 7 years and this guy I didn't really even know. So it just really, it's not right to do it. It's like, it's right to just like, well, it's right. I feel like it's better to just kind of wait. Obviously, it was like I said, I rushed into it thinking that it would keep my mind off things, and it just like did not work at all whatsoever. And it just like, it's, when you're single, now that I've been single for a little bit, I feel like you just like go out with friends. And in the beginning, I feel like, I'm going to talk about how to help get over this douchebag guy that's on your mind. But for me, it was really hard. After I broke up with this other guy, I think because I understood like this is not what I want, obviously, I feel like it hit me, like finally it hit me, like I just broke up with my ex-boyfriend of 7 years. Like that's when it like legit finally hit me, and I was like in depressed mode. Like when I mean depressed, I mean like I was depressed. I didn't necessarily want to like kill myself, because I did end up going to the doctor for like an evaluation, but it wasn't because I didn't want to kill myself. Obviously I don't feel like I could ever do that, but I was feeling in my head like if I were to die today, I don't care. Like I really don't care. Like I felt like if something were to happen, I wouldn't try and like go over to like save myself in a way. I was like that depressed. So I ended up going to the doctor. I ended up getting like depression and like anxiety medication, which I never took because it scared me to think like, really, over a guy? Like relax, like stop, like you can handle this. So I didn't take it for that reason, and I also didn't take it because it said it would make me get worse, maybe. Like, that was the side effects, was that it could make it worse, which I was like, this is not gonna happen. Like, you're stronger than this. So thank God that I did do that, because I feel like I am so much stronger, and I didn't realize how much of a person that I was so strong enough that I'm okay now. And I never thought that I was gonna be okay. I never ever thought that I was gonna get over this guy, ever. Because first loves, I feel like, is so hard to like not think about, like get over, like it's so hard. So especially with somebody that you've been with for so long, you text every day, you call every day, see each other probably every day, and it's just like bam, just like that, nothing. So it was even harder because he moved on fast too. To this day, he's still with this girl. So that really hurt me, because I feel like, I don't know why he did that, and I really don't care anymore, but I just felt like, I don't know, like, be the bigger person. Like, this guy came along, I mean, I don't know, it is just because I know this person, I just feel like he did it wrong, because he was still trying to call me, still trying to text me. At least when I was dating this other guy, like, I wasn't doing any of that. So it just shows like what kind of person this person was. But to help get rid of my depression, what I did was, like, I never really had friends. When I was with him, I never had friends. He was like the only person that I would go out with. He was my everything. So I didn't have friends. Like I said, he was the only friend that I had, which was really, really hard, because going from somebody like that and then going from like nothing, like, who do you hang out with? I had like my mom and my brother, which my brother is like, I feel like because we were separated with my mom and my brother like 7 years, because I was always with him, they got really close together, which was something that kind of hurt me a little bit, because I felt like it's always been us three, and then I feel like I kind of ditched them for this other guy that was like basically like the worst person at the time. But I don't know, it just like, after I started to like hang out with them, they were like the most important thing, because then I started thinking, I feel like there's people that I know that are like this too, where they just like, oh, my boyfriend, like, I need to go hang out with him, and like our family is like, well, what about us? And it's like, I know what it's like to be in that situation, because I was in that situation. I'd be like, bye, leaving, oh, like, sorry, you know. But it's like, your family will always be there for you, is what I've learned. Like, they're never gonna be like ditching you. Like, you're always gonna have a relationship with them. This guy and you guys could break up, and then you might not have anybody because you ditched all these people, you know. The way I did it was, I started working, because that was another thing. I didn't really have a job. I felt like when I was with him, I was like in this bubble, and I don't know if like, I don't know, that's the thing, like, I never really did it, so like, I don't know if I were to have done it, I obviously would have been a completely different person, because I am so different than what I was like forever ago. Like, I'm so different. And I feel like I started going to school. Obviously, I was already in school, but like, I started going out with friends at the school, which was Paul Mitchell. And then I started working at Mac, so that helped too. So I started making friends there too. Everybody was like, let's go out. Now that you're single, let's go out. And I never wanted to, because that was not me. I never ever thought in my whole life. I had never been to a club. I was already like, I think we broke up when I was like 25. No, 24? I think I was like 24, I want to say. Because how old am I now? 20? No, I think I was like 25. I was 25. I had never been to a club. I had never been to a bar. I had never, like, nothing, you guys. I am not even kidding. Like, I'm seriously, I was stuck in this bubble. And I had to literally force myself to just go out with friends, do things that I never done before, like clubs and bars and stuff like that, which I felt so out of my comfort zone, you guys. Like, it was so weird, and like, I don't know, I just felt like so strange. Like, that wasn't me. Yeah, I had to force myself to do these things. I had to, like, I am very good with like no contact. I don't ever text that guy. I try to keep my cool, and I'm very good at that. So it's something that I'm very, very lucky with, because there's some people who just like cannot. They have to like, and if it's really hard for you, I've done it before, where you just like turn your phone off, and then like one time, I'm gonna tell you guys what I did. I got so mad at this other guy that I started dating right after my relationship that ended. That guy, when I was dating him, he did something so shady. I don't remember what he did, but it was like, I was so angry that I like turned my phone off. I threw my phone under like my mattress, and I left to Fresno for like a whole week. And when I came back, like, I turned my phone on, and the first thing he did was call me. Like, that was the first thing that happened as soon as I turned my phone on. So it's like things like that. I feel like you can do stuff like that if it's that hard for you and you have days off. Even if you don't, if it's really, really something that you need to do, take days off. Turn off your phone, throw your phone like somewhere where you just like are, like your mattress, or like hide it somewhere. It doesn't matter. I think I even told my brother one time when I was in my relationship with my ex-boyfriend, I had told him to take my phone and to just hide it wherever. Like, I didn't even care. Preferably in the garage, because I knew that like I would never find it in there. My garage is like a pigsty. There's so much stuff in there. So preferably I told him in the garage, which I think he did put it in the garage, and he left it there for a couple days. I told him, even if I ask for it, like, don't give it to me. So if that's gonna help you, do that, because you don't need to be texting this person. And what I've learned is, if it's meant for you, it will come back to you. So just, it is what it is. And another thing that I've learned so many things being single. I've learned don't be upset over something that you can't control. And that was something that was like, it sticks to me till this day, because I feel like I don't want to say controllive, because I don't think I'm controllive, but I don't like to have like enemies. Like, I would rather not. I feel like I am very nice to everybody until you do me wrong, and then I start being a bee. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like I just want to, like, when we're angry, I want to have that control to be like, let's be okay with this. Like, I don't know what it is, and it probably takes it back. I don't know if it's just my personality, if it just takes me back to like my relationship with my dad, which I'll probably get into that later. Like, now that I'm thinking, like, I'm wondering if I don't want to stay mad at people, because I can't even do that with like my mom or my brother. If we are mad, like, if it's the end of the day, I just feel like something bad can happen, and then you can have like regrets. So I always try to like, hey, let's not be mad, like, let's fix things. That's my thing. It's like, I just want to fix things. And I feel like I can't get upset over something that I can't control. Like, I can't make this person want to be with me. I can't do that. So I have to accept it and just let it be. And if it is meant to be, I will meet this person again, and maybe something can happen. You know what I mean? So it's just things like that. Another thing that helped me is I would write like a diary. Like, every single day I would write a diary to him, kind of, because I feel like we left things like unresolved. Like, I had so much to say that I wasn't able to say to him. So every day I would jot things down, like, in a diary. Like, today is January 5th, whatever the year is, and it's Monday, and I just feel like blah blah blah. Like, I would just write to him. And you don't even have to write to this person. If you feel like you don't have anything to say to this person, you could just write your feelings. That helps to just kind of let everything out, because I feel like that helped me only because with my mom and my brother, I would take it out on them, and that's not healthy either, because it's not their fault, you know. So if that helps you, you write a diary. Another thing that helped me was I got closer to God. I feel like I would go to church all the time. I would read like passages of the Bible. Like, it was something that made me feel better, because I felt like for me, I felt like God's going to be there for me no matter what. And I would read things like, God does the impossible even when you feel like it's impossible, which that helped. Quotes like that, like positive things, really, really helped me, because I felt like, well, maybe something good can come out of this, you know? So things like that really helped me. I feel like if you're religious or you want to get religious, go ahead and just do something that you've never done. That's the key thing that I feel like you need to do, is just do something you've never done that you've wanted to do. Even if you like felt like you didn't want to do, like me going to the club or the bar, it helped me to like meet new people and like get out and not be sad, because that's another thing. Like, you can like mope around and be upset and cry and all that, but it's not really that healthy, I feel like, to do it all the time. So instead of just sitting here and just like crying over this douchebag, why don't you go out with friends and like be happy and not really think about it, and you can vent to them, which helps things get better too. I would always vent to my friends, and like, I have such good friends, so they would tell me like, this guy's a loser, like, you're so much better, you can do so much better. So that helped me a lot, and I feel like it's different for everybody, but that's just what helped me. And I feel like if that's something that you feel like you want to do, go ahead and do it. Like, just do it. It's something that I'm kind of trying to tell myself every day, because I feel like I know what douchebags are now. Thank God. I was in another relationship for like a couple weeks, which was laughable, but in those 2 weeks I actually felt like, dang, there is people that like I can like fall in love with. Like, I was really falling for this guy. I mean, we went out for 2 weeks, but we had talked longer than that. But I just felt like everything happens for a reason, and I feel like you meet everybody for a reason. And I feel like maybe this guy wasn't meant for me, but I do feel like he taught me something else. You're always learning things, and I feel like maybe what this guy came to teach me was the fact that in my head I always thought like, I want this guy and this guy only, which was my ex-boyfriend. But after meeting this other guy, I feel like I don't even want this guy anymore, because this other guy showed me what it was like to have someone. He treated me way better than this other guy, and I felt like I could fall in love with somebody else. There are people out there, like, so I think that's what it taught me a lot. Like, this breakup wasn't as hard as the other one, obviously, but it's teaching me things. It's teaching me things all the time, and I appreciate that. And I feel like that I had more to say, but I can't remember all of it. But anyways, that was my breakup story. I hope it helped you a little bit. It helps to talk about, so it helped me too. Even though it's been years, I feel like it's still like annoying to think like you gave all these 7 years to this person. So it helps to talk about, and it's just like, I don't know. I hope like you guys, you'll get over it. Definitely believe me, you will get over it, because I thought you were somebody I was never going to be able to get over it. If it's another thing that I learned, was you don't know how strong you are until strong is the only thing that you have, which is true. That was the only thing that I could do, is just be strong. So I had to be strong for myself and for my health and for everybody who was around me. So yeah, that was my breakup story, and I hope it helped you. I hope I gave you like a little bit of like tips on how to get over it. I know it's not going to be like from here to tomorrow. It takes time, unfortunately. That's just how it is. So just take time and just find yourself and love yourself. That's what matters the most. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.